welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and you guys did Ryan Coogler steal Blade from Marvel Studios? I am starting to think that Marvel Studios were struggling to get this film off the floor because of conceptual concepts and ideas that Ryan Coogler had already been working on for his film Sinners. And with these recent reports, you guys, it really has me believing. I mean, think about it. He took Delroy Lindo, who was attached to Blade, to star in Sinners. Ruth E. Carter, who he's worked with before on Black Panther Wakanda Forever, she was the costume designer for those films, and she was attached to Blade. She is the costume designer to Sinners. But what's really interesting, you guys, is this report. This report, it really has me believing that Marvel Studios panicked. They panicked because Ryan Coogler had already written his script, and Sinners was going to be a big hit since day one. And they're like, well, it's kind of similar to what we're doing with Blade. We can't do a vampire movie that's similar to what Ryan Coogler's about to do. And to be honest with you, it would be a terrible idea for them to try to mimic some of those elements that Ryan Coogler had already done so damn well. Now, Blade was rumored to have taken place in the past. Ruth E. Carter was attached for a costume designer for Blade. So she has already been working on a whole bunch of costumes for Blade. Blade never got its foot off the ground. It's still, nobody knows what's going on with Blade. Nobody. Even Mahershala Ali's like, I don't know, call Marvel, I'm ready to go. It's been 6 years, call them, I'm ready to go. But they never got their foot off the ground. So Marvel Studios and Disney sold all of those costume designs that Ruth E. Carter had already created for Blade to Ryan Coogler, Warner Brothers, for Sinners. And all the extras in the film in Sinners, that was what Ruth E. Carter had designed essentially for the Blade movie, because Blade was set in the past. I'm like, yo, that is wild to me. Absolutely insanity. Now, I really want to know what direction that they have in mind for Blade. Blade's no longer probably going to be taking place in the past. I honestly don't think that's happening. I feel like it's going to be modernized in today's time. Yeah, they could probably show some kind of flashbacks, but more of a, the story, it has to be modernized. It has to be modernized. Because like I said, after Ryan Coogler and, the mastermind he is and what he did with Sinners, I just don't think Marvel Studios wants to go down that route. And, I feel for Mahershala Ali. Honestly, I'm like, man, that sucks because, Mahershala Ali sees Sinners doing a wonderful, amazing at the box office. Critically, probably going to be winning a lot of Oscars next year, you guys. And, when the Academy Awards drop. And he sees that and he's like, man, I couldn't even get my Blade film off the ground. Like, what the hell? What's going on? And to be honest with you, Ryan Coogler's film is probably a lot more complex than a Blade film because the elements of the musical and the history of it all. What's his name? The original writer of the Blade trilogy was like, how hard is it to come up with a Blade film? Make it R-rated, make it gory, make it badass action scenes. I'm like, essentially, yeah. Don't try to overcomplicate this damn Blade movie. I don't need Blade to win an Academy Award. Yes, you have Mahershala Ali, who's an Academy Award winner, but don't try to overcomplicate it. It's so frustrating to me like that. They're trying to make these superhero films like not just a blockbuster, but critically well received. Because if you start making films for the critics, you're going to lose your audience. Know your audience. That's my biggest issue right now with Marvel Studios. Just know your audience and know what your audience wants. Especially when you're talking Blade, because as of right now, if Blade ever gets made, boy, oh boy, man, does it have a lot riding on it. I mean, honestly. I have no idea what's going to happen with that movie. Like I said, even Mahershala Ali is in doubt. Like, he has no idea what's happening. But I thought this topic was interesting, and I really wanted to discuss it with you guys, because Ruth E. Carter did, wonderful job with her costume designs. And, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She won, 2 Oscars for both of those films. She does wonderful stuff. And, I'm still hoping that, if Blade does ever get made, she's still attached to it in some kind of capacity. Or Ryan Coogler, man. I mean, if I'm Kevin Feige, and I'm seeing the love and I'm seeing the hype and I'm seeing how, well-received Sinners was, I'm talking to Ryan Coogler, like, hey, man, is there any advice you can give us to try to get this Blade film off the ground? Because he did it. I mean, if you got to cast Michael B. Jordan as Blade and Mahershala Ali doesn't want to do it, then by all means, I would see a Ryan Coogler Blade film with, Michael B. Jordan starring as the Daywalker himself. Like I said, especially after watching Sinners, man. Sinners is officially on HBO Max, you guys. I'm holding off on it because I ordered the Blu-ray. It's coming next week. I want to really experience it at home on physical media and seeing the IMAX ratio change and all that beautiful stuff. But man, if you guys haven't seen Sinners, I cannot stress it enough. It is my favorite film of the year. Incredibly well made, a beautiful craft. It's astonishing work, you guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did Ryan Coogler accidentally steal Blade away from Marvel Studios and having Marvel panic and go through rewrite after rewrite because they didn't want similarities with Sinners? I want to know you guys' honest thoughts and opinions. Like, do you think that, there are similarities between Ruthie Carter leaving that film and, bringing her costume designs over from Blade to Sinners, or Delroy Lindo, who is attached to star in Blade, crossing over to Sinners? Honest thoughts and opinions. I want to know how you guys feel. And am I off? Am I crazy? But let me know. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.